So what are we going to talk about?
He doesn't know what to talk about.
Tommy? We just never know what to talk about. This is the first thing, is I just can't fucking hear you. We got to start with that. There we go. Let's take a look at you. Let's turn the lights up. There you go. We are the only band that can fucking say this. We are home fucking sweet home. Right? So, fuck. Can we just all sit down for a second? Just take 1 second.
He wants you to sit down because he's got
Let's just talk about what's going on.
Oh, we're actually listening to Nikki Sixx this time and sitting down.
Do it. I'll sit down with you. I can outweigh you.
Congratulations.
Okay, so this is what I was thinking. This moment right here is actually very magical for a lot of reasons. But most of all, if the story I'm going to tell you in a second didn't happen exactly in the chain of events that it happened, none of us would be here right now. You guys wouldn't have gotten in your cars and come here, and we wouldn't have been here, we would have never met each other. It's kind of fucking weird. The whole thing's been weird. So this is what happened. It was 1980, and it was Hollywood, California, and I was playing in this band called London, and we were kind of doing okay. Yeah. And I thought to myself, there's gotta be 3 other guys that want to rip the throat out of this music industry. I know they're out there. Because at the time, there were these bands like the Knack and the Plimsolls, and they had their little haircuts and their ties, and they were singing sweet little songs, and to be honest with you, it made me fucking sick.
Yeah, I agree.
And so, in 1981, I went to a club on Santa Monica Boulevard called the Starwood Club. You fuckers are way too young. Don't scream. You don't know the Starwood Club, do you? So I go in there, and I walk in, and I look like this, a younger version, and there's this drummer, and he's just kicking the shit out of these drums. Skinny, little, I didn't know, he's 17 years old. He wasn't even old enough to drink.
Yeah.
I went backstage, and he was sitting there on the floor after he had kicked ass. I'm sorry. He was wearing girls' spandex pants.
Yeah.
And we talked about punk rock, and we talked about heavy metal, and we talked about glam rock in the 70s, and we talked about what the fuck is happening in Los Angeles, and we decided to start a band. So I was living at this girl's house, and I don't remember her name.
Her name was Anne.
Motley Crue never remembers their names.
Her name is Anne.
And we were playing these songs, bass and drums, Live Wire, Too Fast for Love, Starry Eyes, Take Me to the Top, all stuff off of Too Fast for Love to Be. And we said, what are we going to do for a guitar player? Now, there's a magazine here called The Recycler. And all the guitar players in there were into everything that we weren't into, and me and Tommy thought we were fucked. And then there was one ad, I can't even believe it, it said, loud, aggressive motherfucker, call me if only if you're serious, make fucking noise. So now, there's 3 of us, and we needed a lead singer. And Tommy said, I know this guy, but he's in another band. And we went back to the Starwood, and we were leaning against the wall, and we thought we were pretty fucking cool, because we were. And this guy comes out on stage in white leather pants and a white leather jacket, and I swear to God, the girls were just throwing themselves at him. And he was singing a Cheap Trick song, and Mick Mars goes, that's our lead singer, and that was Vince fucking Neil. So, we decided to go to a rehearsal room And at that moment, I handed Vince the lyrics to Livewire, and Mick ripped into that goddamn riff, and Tommy started kicking the shit out of the drums. I started beating the fuck out of this goddamn bass. Vince started screaming. At that moment, January 17th, 1981, Motley Crue was born in this city. This fucking city right here. And I'm gonna tell you guys, from the cradle to the grave, man, Motley Crue, we love you guys for embracing us, for everything that is bad and everything that is good. Are you ready for some more music now? Are you ready?
He's a real loud piecer.